Welcome back to Reviews with Ronel. Today's series, Highlander by Karen Marie Moning. Beyond the Highland Mist, Highlander 1. A Midsummer Night's Dream reimagined with a woman from the 1990s pulled back 500 years to the Highlands of Scotland to torment a man who had caught the attention of the Fae. I enjoyed how the author used folklore, the Fae, and references from Shakespeare's work to weave a tale of sorrow and happiness. Her Highlander series might be the reason behind my own obsession with medieval Scotland. A great read full of lust and love, danger and adventure, mischief and humor, and a few dark moments of self-realization the characters go through. Dashing heroes, gorgeous foes, and a heroine who needs saving from herself. Everything a good romance novel is made of. The story does have a few problems, but it's well written. To Tame a Highland Warrior, Highlander 2. Grim is a berserker, and he believes it is because he called upon Odin when his family was slaughtered. The truth is much stranger. Gillian had loved Grim from the moment she'd met him, and to have him in her castle along with other suitors isn't working for her at all. But she cannot resist him, and he cannot resist her. He even kidnaps her from her own wedding to another. There is only one woman for Grim, aka Gavral McKillop, and he isn't going to let her be bound to another, even if he thinks he is bad for her. The secrets of Grim's family are revealed. There are a long line of berserkers, and they have a deadly enemy. Grim has to defeat the ghosts from his past, the enemies who would see him and he is dead, and figure out if he can make Gillian happy. I enjoyed the twists and turns the folklore of berserkers used throughout and the imagery. A great historical romance novel. The Highlander's Touch, Highlander 3. Lisa gets dragged back in time by a cursed object. She has a life full of responsibilities and dread, without really living. Serson has the same problem in the 14th century, and all his vows and oaths start to contradict each other the moment Lisa appears in his chambers. A funny historical with gorgeous Highlanders, puckish Fae, and way too many historical facts. Could have done without the info dumping. The jumping between viewpoints was a little sloppy, twice in a paragraph, but it's still a good book. Not my favorite among the Highlander books by this author, though. That would be Adam's story. Kiss of the Highlander, Highlander 4. Gwyn goes on holiday in Scotland, falls in a cave and awakens a sleeping Highlander. Justin has been in an enchanted sleep for 5 centuries. Together they go where his castle and clan are supposed to be, falling in love on the way. He sends Gwyn back to his time to save his clan. He cannot exist twice in the same place. She has to remind the past Justin of who she is and what they mean to each other. It's a good story. I loved it since I first read it. I haven't read it in some time, and when I did reread it now, some glaring errors in head-hopping popped out. It's still a good story, but I think being an author turned me into a harsh critic who cannot enjoy story without structure. I'm still giving it a good rating. The story sweeps the reader along. The Dark Highlander, Highlander 5. Dachius has done something unforgivable for love. He'd gone back in time to save his twin brother from dying a horrible death. For that, he is cursed. He has to find a way to break the curse or die trying. Chloe is enchanted with everything Celtic, especially medieval relics. She finds that and more in Dachius' New York penthouse when she takes a copy of an ancient text, on loan from the museum she works for, to his apartment for him to read. Together they travel through time to find the missing Lord Securium and find a lasting love. An excellent read with lots of world-building, plot, folklore and magic, and Dachius being on the edge of being a bad guy, yet with all his honor intact, makes him a sensual medieval Highlander with an irresistible lure. The extra plot line with Sylvan and the Fae Queen makes for fun reading. My favorite of the Highlander series thus far, and I always enjoy rereading this one. The Immortal Highlander, Highlander 6. Adam Black is the darkest Fae ever, and because of his meddling with the McAlters, he is now cursed to walk as a human, but invisible, incorporeal, a ghost to humans, except for Gabby, who can see the Fae. Gabby had known about the Fae her entire life, had hidden from them, pretended that she couldn't see them, focused on being normal since she was old enough to know better. Well, she's tried very hard not to be fascinated by their otherworldly good looks. And then Adam appears in her life and everything changes. It's an excellent book, one of the author's best in her Highlander series. Maybe I think so because it's the first one I ever read by her. There's danger, fae, seduction, court politics, appearances by our favorite McAlters. Adam goes through this awesome character growth. Gabby is a strong female lead. Everything that makes a great story is found within this book. I can reread this one over and over again without getting tired of the storyline or characters. My favorite in the Highlander series. Definitely worth reading. Yes, that's me recommending this book to everyone who loves romance, Highlanders, fae, magic, and their books on the seductive side. Spell of the Highlander, Highlander 7. Jessie St. James has only one problem in her life: how to get enough sleep to get through all her work, teaching classes, studying, etc., before she can have a life, until a mysterious artifact finds its way to her, and assassins want to kill her for seeing it. Kian McAlter has only one problem: how to stay away from his arch-enemy for 20-plus days until a compact is voided and he can finally defeat his enemy. And then they meet. From the moment they lay eyes on each other, they know that they are meant to be. Jessie and Kian have to overcome the things they think they want most in life to get what they most need in life: each other's love. Great use of magic, lore, world building, previous beloved characters, and foreshadowing for another series. I presume the troubles in the Fever series. A great read, a must read for fans of druids, Highlanders, and romance.